Charges is Jamil Jaffer, founder and executive director of National Security Institute. And Jamil, first off, explain for our viewers just how big of a deal this is, especially with our relationship with China, since it always hasn't been the strongest.
Well, Marcel, obviously a big deal that 13 individuals associated with the Chinese government have been now indicted on a variety of cases. As you point out, one case involving trying to take Chinese nationals who were living in the United States and force them to be repatriated back to that country after they had escaped. Another case involving the efforts to recruit Homeland Security officials and academics here in the United States by posing as academics in China, even though they were actually intelligence officers. Then finally, the third case involving the potential effort to identify information on an ongoing Justice Department investigation of a telecommunications company that we believe to be Huawei. And so obviously extensive efforts by the Chinese, hugely problematic for them to be engaged in this activity in the United States, and the Justice Department doing the right thing, bringing these charges and arresting at least 2 of these individuals in these cases.
The next question is that reports are following that the U.S. is warning against Chinese aggression following today's move. What does this mean, and what can we see take place following this?
Well, Marcel, oftentimes we'll see another country boot out some of our intelligence officers that are in their country. They'll declare them persona non grata, essentially saying, look, we know that you're spies in our country as well, and stop ourselves from being caught up in that type of issue.
Okay. FBI Director Wray added that these cases were not related to the recent political developments taking place in China, where President Xi's time in office has been extended. Talk to us about the impact the news can have with this timing.
Well, Marcel, obviously President Xi now having an unprecedented third term in the Chinese government and the leadership. Also, sort of consolidating his power within the Chinese Communist Party. We saw former leader Hu Jintao escorted out of the Chinese Communist Party Congress during the closing ceremonies in a very unceremonious way. We also saw President Xi remove potential obstacles to his power inside the State Party Central Committee and their leadership team, replace them with loyalists. So what you're seeing here is a consolidation of power by President Xi and potentially a doubling down on his existing policies, whether his COVID policies is his COVID policy in China or his more aggressive posture to the United States and our allies in the region.
Okay. Talk to us what follows next in this investigation after this big announcement takes place. What can we expect later on this week?
Well, obviously, we've already seen 2 arrests in these total case of 13 people, individuals that have been indicted. The U.S. government will try to continue to pursue some of these individuals. Many of them are already in China. They probably won't be extraditable from that country, obviously, because they're intelligence officers acting on behalf of the Chinese. At the same time, bringing these charges raises the point. It says, look, we are willing to identify, name these individuals, and call them out for the activities they're doing. We are on to you. We are watching you. And so we'll see that continue to play forward. And the U.S. government may very well bring other charges against the Chinese government and Chinese intelligence officers as they identify more individuals involved and or more activities ongoing in our country.
Yeah.